these residents purposely signed a thing to make the site closer to their house.
So it's closer to their home. It's 371 feet instead of 500. They signed a special exemption. So that's what they do, even though they have a 500-foot setback, they can sign that away.
Now, at some point, will there be like a little, like a cylinder and then gas flare, when they really get into it? And
that's at the end. That's after fracking, they flare.
Yeah, and then the flame will be coming out.
There'll be a long tower, and we might be able to see that today. I heard there's one flaring south of here we're going to go to after this area that we check out. See, he just disconnected from the wellhead. He was connected to the wellhead. Did you see that? The bottom of the crane was connected to the wellhead. He just disconnected. Yep. So they connected this. Yeah, it goes up and down, and so I was here the past few days. My friend lives just up there at the next little road. She's about 1,500 feet.
Oh, so you passed the place we were going to drop in the car? Okay, I understand.
Yeah, we're going to come around. Yeah, because
what are these white things? Are they air detectors?
No, those are lights for at night time.
Oh, those are night lights. Okay.
Yeah, they get lit up at night.
Okay, and there's what, halogen lights or some kind in there, and they
I guess so. I don't know what they.
Yeah, because I see a light stanchion right there, and that's what I've seen on TV. This is my first.
I haven't seen that type either.
This is my first experience with these lights.
Yeah, they're kind of different. Yeah, but they're lit up. Yeah, I saw them lit up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a farm right on the hill.
We have a farm there. We also have pipeline. You see all the pipeline there?
Yeah.
So there's pipeline entrance up there. They're laying the pipes. There's more pipeline here. And then it goes across the road, and it goes all through the countryside.
Yep. And where's this hooking up to? Some compressor station somewhere?
Yeah, there's compressor stations, dehydrators, and they're hooking wells to wells. Wells are connecting to the transmission lines or gathering lines.
I think they're off now.
Now the dehydrators, what are those for?
That's part of like compressor stations. They dehydrate the gas even more. Like on the gas pads, when we go to a gas pad that's finished, I'll show you how they do some initial dehydrating, and then.
And this is dry gas or wet gas?
It's considered dry, but there's still some wetness, so they'll call it dry, but there's still dehydration that has to be done. Two different things: the gas pad and the.
We don't want to announce that it's out.
Compressor station or dehydrator, yeah.
And when they dehydrate, is any of that escaping?
Gotta remember, you and I think alike.
Yes, a lot of the liquid goes into special. There's vapors too, but they have special tanks that recover the liquid, and you'll see those brine tanks they call them.
Yeah.
And they have to be emptied out periodically, so all that liquid has to go into tanks.
I want you to do.
So.
Wow.
So you have pipelines going all over. See how close to the homes?
Yes.
This home here, then goes behind and between all the other homes. And we have to have like hundreds of miles of pipelines all over to connect everything.
You want me to shoot that first and then we'll pick up the
Yep.
No.
What a gorgeous day. There's that right of way coming down there.
Yeah, that's pipeline also area, right away that's been cleared. All these have to be cleared of all trees and scraped clean.
Yep.
As you see this section here.
We passed somewhere on the road. It was crossing the road and a stream where they'd got the canvas, the burlap down over it. That's a finished one. They've already got
finished,
the pipeline.
Yeah. If you don't see pipeline.
Now these how big are these pipes? They don't seem that big.
They're all different sizes. So these are smaller at this point, and then they get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So they go from anywhere like 10 inches to over 30 inches.
This looks like about a 10-inch.
Right? These are feeders or laterals coming from the site. And then it has to go to other pipes to get to the compressor stations or dehydrators. They have to get dehydrated and compressed to get out of the county at high speed and high pressures.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for snapping at you. This is my dream to live here. We're within 20 miles of my dream home. And this is like one of my first real big sites that has been this close to my home. I mean, I've seen them, but not this close, you know.
Right, yeah, this one's nice. It's close to the road. Most of them are off the road.
Yeah, that's what we want to see when they're off the road,
Most of them, but you can't even see them because they're inside the woods on long access roads.
Yeah.
Very few now they're putting near the road. This is one of the few, so this is a good opportunity to see this.
Yeah, it
and film
absolutely
it.
is.
And where is your place? 20 minutes from here, you said?
Well, as the crow flies, it's probably about 25 minutes.
Well, what's it called? Oh, Equinox, you were telling me. That's the one you were telling me about.
Right.
Oh, Equin what?
It's really Equinunk. The Lenape Indians, the Lenape Indians named it Nunk.
Nunk.
Yes.
Equinunk.
I know the chief of the Lenape Indians, they named it, and that's what it's called. But everyone up here calls it Equinox.
Right, because we're Americans, we don't know native. So
well, it's spelled N-U-N-K. I'd like to see anywhere in the English language that N-U-N-K spells not.
Oh, I don't even know how it's spelled.
Yeah.
I'm just hearing the sound here. I don't even know how it's spelled. And it's next to what? What is that area?
It's on the Delaware River.
Oh, you're on the Delaware River.
You guys ready? Can you hop out of that shot if you're done filming? 'Cause I want to get done.
Sure. So what's this spot called? What's this site called or numbered? What's the number of this?
Well, this is the name of it. Like if you go on marcellusgas.org, there's a special website that has all these sites, and you can learn everything about them. All the violations, inspections, all the wastes, where it goes, how much is the production. What are they? How much
each well?
Of each
gives
well.
You production
it gives you production information, how it changes year by year. It gives you all kinds of information. This particular site gives us for all Pennsylvania, or for the 40 counties that are being drilled. So this is called the Woosman site. That's the named after the owner usually. This is the Woosmans.
Okay.
And it's the Southwestern Energy is the gas company. We have at least half a dozen gas companies, and we have all different frack companies. So this is another frack company called Cal Frack. Southwestern use. Oh, there comes the dust again. Check out the dust. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's where the hoppers are. The sand transfer is going on. So check that out.
Are you still filming? Okay, so you
yeah,
got
I'm catching the dialogue also.
Okay.
I think because this is picks up pretty well with the audio. Yeah, go ahead.
You have to let me know when you're done.
Yeah, I'm done. We can go whenever you want to go.
All right, because I want to get you out of the shot so we can get.
Okay, here comes the sand truck. Now, where's the sand coming from? We don't even know, right?
Midwest, mostly, from what I understand. They're coming in rail cars.
Yeah.
And they're like in Binghamton, New York. It has a rail yard where they're connecting and filling up the sand trucks. And I've been there and I did a video of it recently. So I have over 400 videos on YouTube documenting this since 2009.
Yep. Is that when they started the site?
They started in our county in 2008. Other counties, they started earlier. We have 700 wells so far, approximately.
700 in Susquehanna.
Just in our county.
Okay, tell me those numbers again. So we've got 700 wells in Susquehanna since 2008.
Right. And that's only about 20% developed. And they want thousands of wells if they continue. And they compressor stations every 2 to 4 miles, anywhere from 2 compressors to 12 on a site. So we have 24 slated already for our county. And dozens more will come, plus hundreds of miles of pipelines of all different sizes, cutting through the whole countryside, and they can go anywhere. They can go through wetlands, through creeks, under roads. So the thing is that we're dealing with all those numbers and tons of emissions of about a dozen different toxic emissions from every compressor station. Besides the VOCs, there's VTEXs, formaldehydes, nitrous oxides, particulate matter, and this is allowed within law. Right now they're doing air testing. We might pass the DEP truck that just started air testing a couple of days ago to do another test because residents have asked for more testing. So they just came into the county, so we'll see what kind of results they come up with. In 2010 they tested per hour request.
Yeah.
And of course, and they tested for per hour requests in 2010, the DEP.
Yeah.
But of course they found everything within limits. So nothing gets done. So people complain. There's also emissions at the gas pads because the gas pads are like mini refineries.
Yeah.
They have heaters on them that emit. They have brine tanks with flowback that emit, besides the wellheads and other apparatus. So it's partial dehydration at the gas pads besides at the compressor stations.
Now, where's the Williams compressor that just blew up or had a fire 2 days ago?
That's what we're going to be able to go to. Yeah, that one is in Brooklyn, PA, south of here, about 15 minutes. And they may have flaring there also. There's a gas pad near that compressor station that was recently fracked. So I heard that it might be flaring today. So we'll see if it is. And we can go to the compressor station. I had an altercation with one of the guards when I went there 2 days ago, and I reported him to the police. They're now investigating because I went up with my camera, and as I went on the driveway, he told me to leave and go on the road, and then he put his hand on my shoulder and pushed me slowly back and forced me to go back with the hand on my shoulder, pushing me. And I feel he shouldn't touch me.
Shouldn't have touched you.
Right. And so I reported him. They are now investigating. I have it on tape because I had my camera going while he was doing that. So we'll be seeing that compressor station, the Williams Central compressor station, where the Constitution pipeline will start, supposedly, unless New Yorkers who are fighting it stop it. And hopefully they will stop it, because it's a 120-mile pipeline into New York near Albany. It'll end. And it's a 30-inch pipeline.
Wow. Okay, got the bunting behind you, the colorful bunting.
No, there's a bunting, yeah. Ah, I didn't see him. Is he gone?
No, not a bunting.
Not the
The
bird?
flaggy stuff.
Oh, the flags. So you're meaning the bird?
I guess they call it bunting in the UK.
What,
they don't call it bunting. The pretty flag stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
no, we
they don't call
use
it bunting. Well, yeah, they don't call it bunting here.
Just call it flags. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a fireworks factory right there, so in case the fireworks has any problems, it might set off this. If there's any explosions at the fireworks factory right there, you see that whole big barn?
That big, that's a...
See that big barn there?
It's a fireworks factory.
The Montefiore
That's a fireworks factory?
Yeah, that's a whole fireworks factory. So in case anything blows over there, maybe it'll set off something here. So that's also dangerous to have close, I feel, to a fireworks.
I would think.
Besides, there's water everywhere. We're basically a watershed in the whole county. Streams, creeks, all kinds of water, all surrounding these areas. So the water can be easily impacted by any kind of spills or bad casing where there might be leaks, which we have all kinds of violations for bad casing and spills in our area. You can find it on the marcellusgas.org site. It has all the DEP information organized so the layman can access it readily.
Jim, you want to...
Did you go Jim, for the sign?
Yeah, you got to come see this over here, guys.
The signage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to come take a look at the piping all hooked up.